Magandang hapon, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the Philippines tuning in to this live video. Actually, it's a recorded video now. This will be the final episode of 2015, episode number 7. Let me just check that out quickly. Yes, it's episode number 7 of the origin of SUUL division. So this will be the last video for 2015. And dito po natin makikita lahat ng history kung bakit divided tayo. So sa lahat ng hindi po nakasunod, just go open your YouTube and hit the video. May playlist po tayo dyan. You can go and watch and update yourselves kung if you want to catch up sa conversation natin since day one. So pagpatuloy po natin ang 2016 episode number 7. Just a short of review. So what happened during my last video, episode number 6, nakita po natin that the NC decided already to move the venue from Davao to CMU. Nakita din po natin that during the meeting online, nakita natin that they were short of a quorum, no? Kasi out of 6 people na andon National Council online meeting, 5 lang ang present, 6 ang present. So 1 is the presiding officer, si Pete, as the SM. So 5 lang dapat magbotohan. So yung isa na disconnect pa, I think it was Waga. So 4 na lang sila nagbotohan. So 3 ang nagsabing yes, we will move the venue. And isang nagsabing no, it was Jonathan, the keeper of the scroll, no? So then the meeting ended and they've decided to change the venue due to non-compliance of Davao technical reasons. So then pagpatuloy po natin, there was a letter of manifestation from the national officers, council officers, yung wala doon sa meeting in the person of Tyrone Opiso, Ronel Suderia, saying that they should reconsider to give the Davao region a chance kasi ang dami na premature pa ang mag-decide ngayon. We still have time. Remember, this is still 2016. So, yun yung pong gustong mangyari niya and they will still have more time to that. So, if for technical reason lang ang dahilan, pwede pa sana i-work out kasi may time pa. Hindi dapat baguhin ang venue and let all the efforts of Davao team go wasted. So, that was November 19. I promised you earlier that sabi ko, there was another meeting, no? Nagparamdam si DonDonGomez. Sabi niya kung walang proper quorum, then that shouldn't be, considered at all. November 25, sabi nag-respond na naman si Davao Region Chairman for Bondoc, na-discussan natin yan sa last video. Ngayon, November 29, nag-join sila sa online meeting. So ngayon, this is the event, the final event. It's the final countdown. Nag-online meeting sila, November 29, National Council, pina-join ang Davao team. So pina-join ang Davao team, in short, doon natin nakita that Flor Bondoc subsequently declination. Palangalong beses daw siyang nag-decline saying that we will not host the Davao. So the NC, because of that declination, the National Council unanimously voted that to transfer the venue from CMU. So nakita natin dito din, December 2, ang CMU Alpha Chapter nagpadala ng letter to the Supreme Minister. Ito pong letter yung hinihingi about willingness, no? So kinumply ng CMU chapter December 2 ang letter na yon, accepted, nagmeeting sila, they accepted and willingness to host the 13 CONCON. December 5, naghimamat sa Manticaw, Misamis Oriental, and mga founder, they signed the resolution, a motion to quash, to i-reconsider. Ang motion to quash means ano yung design, pwedeng i-reverse kasi sa previous decision, no? To retain the hosting in Davao and appeal to SM and the National Council. Andun po lahat, 8 founders andun po, including si Rec Martires, which is siya pa yung nag-preside sa meeting. Andun din si Ruel Waga, andun si Tata Uraiz, present during the gathering. So there were commotions saying that it was just manipulated. I didn't go there personally. If you're there, you can comment on the video. You can testify if there was really a manipulation happened. But with this magnitude of people in mind discussing about what happened and what issue, so I don't think that. Yes, there may be not, but I don't know. But it was knowing that Rick Martires is there. He's the man who can explain very well to everyone what happened. So, because of the people who are there, Waga was also there, then I think wala talagang manipulation na nangyari, no? So again, December 21, nagpalabas ng memo ang National Council, official announcing the final venue from Davao to CMU. So this is the first time that, just a second, napakainit. Let me just on the AC just a little bit. Alright. Thanks for waiting. I'm back. Nagpalabas yung National Council ng official memorandum dated 12/21/2015. Official announcement of final venue from Davao to CMU. Ang posisyon po ni DonDonGomez after nagpalabas ng memo, December 26, he posted, sabi about the issue that Davao could have elected another chairman. Sabi niya, dapat ang Davao, they could have elected another chairman at hindi basihan na nag-decline ang current chairman to change the venue or na-paralyze na ang plano sa hosting ng chapter. Tama din naman. Also, si SM, Pete Amumonpon, should acknowledge the petition of the 8 founders kasi nga nagpalabas ng memo, hindi na-acknowledge, no? December 5, nagpalabas ng motion to quash ang mga founders. December 21, nagpalabas ng memo to officially change the venue. Wala pong acknowledgement about the 8 founders. So maraming may email or may post si DonDonGomez which tapos i-publish na ang response. Insulto daw sa mga founders pag hindi in-acknowledge ni SM, knowing na gumawa na sana ng paraan ang mga founders to address the issue. So, December 29, after that one, finally, nag-reply din naman si Pete. Pag-reply ni SMP, the response posted on Facebook. So, dito, Facebook ng labanan, no? Misinformed daw mga founders and may have been influenced regarding sa motion filed earlier. Sino sinasabi na? Misinformed daw ni Tyron Opiso, misinformed ni Ronel Suderia, misinformed nila Gina Tan, misinformed sa ano. Pero andun naman kasi si Rick Martires din. Andun si Waga, andun si, correct me if I'm wrong, Brad Waga, if you're there. But Waga is there, Tata Ora is there, and some of the, fellowship is there. May mga meeting daw naganap noong November 21 asking the council's response about the petition of changing the CONCON venue. And walang injustice that took place kasi there was a meeting and asking for one. And again, unanimously decided na pag-move on sa mag-move sa CONCON because of the declination, subsequent declination. So, as per Florden, it was saying that, nasaktan siya and because of out of kahiubos lang daw ang pag-decline niya. But it was him personally sa chairman kasi nga in this earlier post, nagpahiwatig siya na mag-resign na sa chairman asking anyone nga pwedeng mapulis iya, no? During the meeting, Flor given opportunity to speak but declined twice. Okay. I thought it was an email from the office asking for something but it's not related to me though. Let's continue. Created special committee for CONCON and si Tyron ang chairman. So I wanted to understand what happened that after the National Council nag-create sila ng special committee for CONCON kasi dapat may committee gaya ng Davao ang committee meron sila for the CONCON. Flor Bondoc was the head and so this one it's like the Tyron ang chairman hoping to gain control manipulated by this Dowdang system kahit hindi pa in effect ang chairmanship niya. So it was like Tyron opposed the position the decision of the National Council to transfer the venue. So ngayon, since ang venue is official na sa CMU, so siya ngayon ang parang naging chairman sa CMU for the 13th National CONCON and gumawa din siya daw ng paraan allegedly na parang minanipulate niya para ibalik yung venue sa Davao. So ibig sabihin magdi-decline yung CMU, magdi-decline sila at saka sa Davao na ang venue, no? So, ngayon, these are all the merits and facts saying that kung technical reason lang, hindi dapat. So, ang Davao chapter kasi composed of regions and chapters. Nagbid sila, Tagum, Mati, Davao City. Ang nanalo, Davao City pinaka-later on. So, kung na-disqualify ang Davao sana, so, pwede pa sana mag-host ang Tagum, Mati, Santa Cruz, and all these things, no? So, ang fault ng Davao City alone shouldn't be the fault for all. Marami po ang Davao chapter willing to host kasi may time pa. So, hindi na pinadaan sa tamang formal letter ang decision ng... So, sabi ng Davao team, bakit hindi pinadaan sa formal letter ang decision ng founder na i-change ang venue? Bakit pinost mo lang sa Facebook? Hindi po tamang proseso yon. And then, this is my final comment personally. So, what was the reason again? Bakit ginusto na ilipat ni SMP na approve ng council ang venue from Davao to CMU? Because he wanted, documentedly, he wanted to reunite the founders, di ba? So the founders wanted the venue to be in Davao. Okay, agreed and noted. So ngayon, hindi gusto ng founders sa Davao, CMU, gusto niya sa Davao. Nagpetition and motion to quash sila. So kung ikaw ang SM, forfeit na yung pinaka-initial venue mo, bakit hindi mo in-honor as an SM or National Council ang motion to quash ng founders if sila ang rason kung bakit gusto niyo ding ilipat sa Davao ang sa CMU ang, so the venue. So here, makita natin, nag-post si Flor Bondoc November 30, which is after the meeting. After the meeting, nag-post si Flor Bondoc na boycott ang Davao region sa CONCON, tama na lang na nilimpyo ng chapter. So, saying that, okay, boycott ang Davao region sa CONCON, tama lang na nilimpyo ang mga chapter sa ridiculous accusation nga naay utang incapable to host ang CONCON. So, failed to comply financial statement. So, perhaps ito yung sa mga meeting na discuss, no? Nga naaman dahil og dili wala na nabanggit sa SM ninyo nga si Emmy di ay ang nagpadala na si SM ni decline nilang ang Davao, total wala naman pud ko nahakog. So it's like, yes, na-comply, it was late, nagpadala si SM or nakita niya, but siya ni decline na lang daw ang Davao, dihiubos to sila pag-ayo, no? Wala daw niya gikahakog ng posisyon Davao Concon. Ang amo unta nga magpatigayon ng Concon nga it will be a nice, wonderful nindot kasi nihaguan nila. So again, they were saying na personally for me also, as a supreme minister, no, it's not, mayroon sa, words have been said already. You're supposed to guide them, and yes, nagbigay ka ng ultimatum, but all of this effort and knowing that your decision will lead to a division is a big deal. And knowing that ang decision mo is, it will lead to a lot of problems later on. Alam mo bakit? Masado na kasing na personal. Na personal na, tingnan mo, November 25, before sa meeting nila, kailan ba yung meeting nila? Ang meeting nila, it was November 29. November 25, nag-post si Flor Bondoc. Ano ba, binalik na naman niya yung yung hidwaan, Jonathan versus asawa ni SM, no? Si Jonathan hindi na umattend sa Himama sa second annual convention sa Samal because of this issue. Ngayon, nagalit si Flor, pinersonal niya din. Nakita niya din doon yung inungkat lahat ng mga issues. Makikita mo din diyan na nadamay sa wife ni SM. So si SM din parang personally, ito pala yung gusto niyo ha. So, the more na pinersonal siya, yung heart niya mas naging slowly turning into hatred or hiubos or upset, no? Deep na si Rano, tama na ang sigig personal sa SM, gamay respeto lang. What is behind the position of SM? Now, what is behind the hosting concon nga nagkandarapa naman mo diha og post? So ta saying that buot lang mo pataka lang mong appeal nga suol nakita ninyo that is a good leader and suportado sa wife gilain lang og sabot. So this is what Deep na Serrano and brother so much ngayon why claimer hosting concon, don't focus the lapses sa others, isip-isip sa ganon. So Floor is saying that okay, Deep na Serrano mag-mention ka lang karong pizza 29 daw, mag-meeting sila alas 7, Jade by the Sea, the Davao, imbitahon tika Deep na pumunta ka doon. Magre-resign ako as a chairman, ikaw yung ino-nominate ko as next chairman ng hoping that you can still baka kaya mong Comment din Lucy Malabanan saying na unsa man na gyud imong problema Brad Rolf James, Brad Floor, ang asawa man gyud nga apil sa atong kalihukan or ang venue ba gyud nga concon ng specific wala pa gani na nasolba ang inyong problema sa venue, milukso na pad gali mo og inyong problema sa venue, milukso na pod sa lain. So kita nyo palitan na ng mga comments, no? And labanan na sa mga kampo-kampo. So, here, hindi pa masyadong halaba. It was just people are trying to be, okay, this is the proper way to do it, proper way to follow, and all these things. So, makita mo, nagsagutan na dito si Flor at saka si Lucy, no? Anyway, no more further comments. Lucy Malabanan speaking. All I can say about you is that you are disrespectful to our SM. You are trying to ruin his reputation to our group, which is not supposed to be. Remember, we are one and we have one common goal. So, ito din, makikita mo dito sa post, mag-resign ako sa chairman. It was Flor Bondok saying, before sa CONCON and before sa meeting and after the meeting, no? Lucy Malabanan, wala may problema sa akong venue, wala akong mudili og asang venue, either Davao or CONCON. Sulbaro ninyo ang venue dahil kung interesado gid mo pero ayaw mo pangdaot sa atong isig ka tawo. So, sulbara, you still have time, but wala sanang dautan or wala sanang siraan, no? Dili kay kita ang membro magkaroon niya respeto. So, akoya huya kung ano yung nasabutan sa opisyalis ang i-post diri kay mo na discussion sa membro og kining problema panubag sa opisyalis. So September born nagpadala ng malaking mataas na message. Sinabi niya sa Pinas ra ang SM og dili magtinambaluslos kung mga SM na basta walay bribery ha. So again, ayan na personal na naman yung bribery dahil kay nitong dati daw nung nag-election may bribery daw nangyari sa Katbalogan. So makita mo dito yung pagka-SM niya ay kagustuhan pud biyang may problema. So mga criticism normal ka na kay official ka. Tuyo kay misulod ka sa politika. Kung akong you can pause the video, you can read it yourself. Capitalized little words, I'm reading it. Ang boses sa kadaghanan mo ipaminawon, so it is the voice of the people. Talking about the National Assembly ay dapat yun yung masusunod at hindi yung few. Kay kung dili sa makabana ang kadaghanan, maunay makapatay o makapukan sa atong organization. Salos Populi Suprema Lex. So dating magkaila na daan sa pipila kadekada, naguba lang ang tungod sa walay hinungdan, pride politics ug tungod sa bullshit nga loyalty sa opisyalis. Busa karong konkon sa CMU man kaha, nahalab butar kamo. Kamong mga butante ayaw mo tinambaluslos og ikaw pod puhon mapili nga SM sultihi daan ang imong asawa or bana or dili mo papel. So these are all yan. So again, ang mga issues panghalungkat na, nagpersonal na. So this is what happened, no? So masakit din pag mabasa ni SM Pito. Ngayon, moving forward sa atong last leg, doon nakin sinasabi ko, 'di ba? Earlier I told you that naggumawa ng resolution ng mga founder December 5 after the meeting na i-motion to quash. By the way, December 9 again Gina Tan saying that may mga article na nawawala sa Constitution and bylaws natin, napapalitan. So they were looking for the article na mga ganon. This I will deal separately about about article na nawawala. I will deal with that separately. I will not mix it here. But anyway, let's go on. Ito yung sinasabi ko that there is a resolution motion to quash during the himamat sa Mantikau. So makikita nyo dito, may signature yung mga founders. This is December 2015 at the Municipality of Mantikau, Misamis Oriental. So nag-preside nito is andun yung founders, andun din si Rec Martires, siya yung nag-preside sa meeting na to. So whereas the delegates of the Consular Convention with Katbalogan Samar manifested that the venue is in Davao, whereas in 2013, Constitution did not provide any authority sa National Council to overrule or to revoke any decision dapat or voted or agreed upon by the General Assembly meeting, most especially a legal decision at the venue, whereas that the transfer of the venue of the Constitution Convention, particularly in the Alpha chapter as approved by the members of National Council present during the video conference, will not only be detrimental to the entire organization, but rather also cause confusion, division, and inconsistency that would affect the integrity of the organization. Ito yung pinaprotektahan ng mga founders, no? Na hindi po authorized, no? Detrimental to the entire organization, but rather also cause confusion, division, and inconsistency that would infect the integrity of the organization. Whereas, gusto na National Council should create special committee to compose Davao chapter, preparation 1, and therefore be it resolved, as it is resolved, that all concerned are hereby directed to abide with the resolution for good. Manifested yan. Gusto nila na motion to quash or i-honor yung But sad to say, that was December 5th. Sad to say, December 23, nagpalabas na ng memo saying that subsequent to the declination of Davao, makita nyo dyan, basahin nyo, I'll just charge the laptop quickly. So sabi dyan, nag-decline ang Davao, Okay, so I'm back. Sabi dyan, nag-decline ang Davao, and nakita natin that, ayan ang yung memo na tinatransfer na, the official memo, tinatransfer na ang venue from Davao to CMU. Makikita na natin, before sila transfer venue, may sulat dito si Knight, sino to? William, makita no, palakin ko nga. Ayan no, William Manguray, Supreme Knight Alpha Chapter, noted by Attorney Macarayan, Francis Salvador, Gladys Carios, that buong puso po nilang tinatanggap at this letter will also serve as a willingness letter that they are willing to host the 13th CONCON. Makita nyo dyan. So because may letter na ang CMU, nagpalabas na sila ng memo ngayon saying, ito yung memo, saying that, ito po yung content ng memo, that please be informed that the National Constitution Convention of Sigma, Upsilon, Lambda, venue transferred to CMU, final. That's the memo. So si Flor naman, on the other hand, December 14, nagpasalamat na siya. Nagpasalamat siya, kinasing-kasing sa nagsuporta sa Davao. So sinabi niya that ikaduha ang inyong nasabtan ang among hago, yung the effort go wasted, and pinaagi sa inyong desisyon na ibalik ang among kadasig sa kulian sa CONCON apan subo na pamalundungon that apan pabiling gihapon akong suporta kung kinsa man ang mapiling magdumala sa among kalihukan kay aron ang maong CONCON 2016 mabungahon. So it was Flor saying that pinaagi sa inyong desisyon na hibalik ang among kadasig sa maong kahilihukan nga ang CONCON 2016 apan subo pamalundungon nga kining inyong ubos nga igsoon mao ang napili unta nga magdumala sa CONCON dili na mao ang magdumala. So it's saying goodbye, no? I will not be part of any of this one. Remember I told you nagpalabas sila ng, di ba, there was a memo earlier. It was actually NCGotoMeeting saying subsequent declination, meaning kaduha na gid-decline ang Davao. So therefore, CMU na gid ang CONCON. Murag naa may petition ng motion to quash sa mga founders plus the signatory sa mga attendees sa Himama 2015 na abay resulta. So Dondon's pushing saying that the National Council headed by the Supreme Minister to overrule or reject the founders' petition, motion to quash. This must be transparent to avoid the misery and chaos that our beloved SUUL sustained. So Dondon is saying dapat maging transparent ka at either you said yes or no or ipalabas mo yung decision mo about that. So that's December 23. Ang posisyon naman ni Miller Fernandez, Gomez, I told you earlier, is that ito. So you will see there that ganda ng sabi niya manuba sa taas sa CMU, no? So the petition signed by 8 founders present, motion to quash during the Himama 2015 at Mantikau is of no utilization unless Davao City should elect a new chairman. So it was the idea of Dondon Gomez na mag-elect sila ng bagong chairman and Davao City hosting for 2016 CONCON for reasons that the current chairman declined. Nag-decline na si Dondon Gomez, si Flor. But they do not implicate Davao City contingent. So dahil nag-resign lang yung chairman sa Davao, it shouldn't be the reason na the totality of the decision that was done by Catbalogan will also be forfeited, no? So sabi ni Dondon Gomez, basahin natin, if Sir Knight Flor Bondoc has no more petition to act as a chairman, it does not mean that the Davao City plan to host obscured, paralyzed, extinguished, or halted. Tama nga naman, Davao City Knights and Orphans in Bank should elect a new and willing chairman in due time. Kasi may panahon pa nga naman, di ba? Then the decision of the Supreme Minister shall be in efficacy. Kasi nga kung hindi sila nag-decline si Flor at hindi na Wala nang ano. So, in effect, yung ano, kasi wala nga nang mag-host sa Davao. Ngayon, pag nag-elect sila ng bagong chairman sa Davao kasi nag-resign na si Flor, pwede ngayong makontest ang motion to quash na ibalik kasi pwede pa, di ba? So, then the decision of the Supreme Minister shall be kasi immaterial, no? Null and void. Moreover, if the plurality of Davao City slips their rights not to push through their intention in writing address to National Council and attention, Supreme Minister SM decision shall prevail. Concon will be at CMU. So, pag sabi ng Davao, sige, pag hindi kayo nag-elect, Dondongomez saying his ideas, kung hindi kayo nag-elect ngayon ng chairman, that means nag-a-affirm kayo sa decision ni SM na talagang sa CMU na kasi wala nang magli-lead. Pero pag nag-elect kayo ng chairman ngayon, so that means in effect pa ang General Assembly na decision sa Davao while pwede pa sanang magawang ng paraan, no? For the consumption of all SUUL members, Brad Flor singularly renounced his willingness to act as a chairman. So, which is opposite sa sinabi ni Pete na it was Brad Flor who represented the entire Davao City chapter, Davao region, to decline. Pero ang sinasabi naman ni NCGotoMeeting that singularly, si Flor lang ang chairman na nag-step down or nag-decline. So, pwede siyang mapalitan kasi willing pa naman yung Davao mag-host, no? So, singularly, so for the consumption of all SUUL members, Brad Flor singularly renounced his willingness to act as a chairman and thankful for the support conveyed by the 8 founders who supported their predicament as herein quoted. Please read, no? So sabi, please read Rolf, Bond, December, and all these things. Makita nyo yung binabasa dyan, no? So, Supreme Minister should answer yes or no. He must acknowledge the 8 founders' petition in writing to yes or no and publish in the site visibly so other members can participate to share their opinion. So, dapat i-acknowledge ng SM yun. So, failure of the Supreme Minister to acknowledge their petition ng 8 founders in writing address transparent to the SUUL site is an insult to the founders, no? The organization violative to the CBL. It is an insult to the attending signatories and members as a whole. Please read more. Para kung sinin lang, kung baga ngayon, naku, sinin lang yung message ko, it's an insult, no? So, makita mo dyan, Dondongomez is suggesting this. Modesty aside, of the other hand, the Supreme Minister should acknowledge the 8 founders and all of these things. So, makita nyo dyan. Again, another comment here on the left side. Wala ko'y problema, bisan asa pa inyong dalhon ng venue. Ang akong concern kay wala niya tubaga ang motion to quash. This is Dondongomez saying to Pete. That is very insulting sa mga signatories mo nang iyang himuon unta before siya mag-memo. Niya, gitubag ang motion to quash. So before sana nag-memo na ilipat sa venue, gitubag sana, he should have answered the motion to quash of the founders. For yes or no ba, granted, bagdili. Pero nag-memo na, bueno ka naghilot. Nag-memo siya, bisan human na sila nagstorya sa tunnel, iyan nagkanagihilot. Abi kung transparent ang government na amanday concealment. So this is, di ba, ang gusto ni Pete, transparent ang administration niya, pero dito may concealment. We all know that he broke the transparency in 2014 when he terminated the membership of Carion, Edeline, and Ray, no? Ray, not Edeline, because Edeline is just not an orphan. So during that time, no, parang Pete tried to hide it, hindi na siya naging transparent. Finally, December 29, nag-reply naman si Pete saying that, ayan, I can pause the video, you can read it yourself, but let me summarize it for you. Sabi ni Pete, misinformed daw mga founders and may have influence regarding a motion filed earlier. So ito yung sabi niya. So they might have been influenced and misinformed. And andun, misinformed, who are these people? So Daria, Tyron, Opiso, some of the national councils, Ginatan, mga yun daw yung mga manipulators, no, na ayaw na gan. So this is what Pete is pointing out. Also, he's saying that may meeting daw na naganap. So reviewing na may meeting naman naganap sa 29 national, so walang injustice na nangyari doon. Unanimously voted naman ng council, so nailipat ang venue. And during the meeting, Flor were given the opportunity to speak but declined twice. And they created a special committee for CONCON, and si Tyron ang chairman, hoping to gain control. So this is something that I need to clarification. Sabi kasi, I am sorry to say that inappropriate information have been provided to brought about the signed petition. Nakita niyo po, I'm reading the letter of Pete. So it is unfortunate that disharmony, disrespect, and violent reaction and factions as Brother Tyron Opiso started are taking place in our organization, sabi niya. So sabi ni Pete dito that November 28, pinento niya that so ang hidwaan nila ni Tyron Opiso dito started saying that it was clearly evident a committee was created then after the National Council. So I'd like to make mention that during the teleconference meeting on November 29, 2015, Brother Tyron Opiso has made a motion for the National Council to create a special committee. So it was motion from Tyron na mag-create a special committee para sa NC na sila, kasi sila yung mag-host para sa CONCON, sila yung mag-host sa CMU, di ba? So basahin natin, to create a special committee intended for the upcoming CONCON in 2016 as mandated in our CBL. A committee was then created, followed by the nomination of its member. It was also agreed upon by the NC officers to have the chosen committee members to be elected. Chairman among this, it was clearly evident that Brad Tyron Opiso has a vested interest and in hoping to gain control, of which he has great aspiration to chair the CONCON event in CMU. So subsequently, I had a phone conversation with DSM of Mindanao and learned that he has been misinformed and led to the decision to designate Brad Tyron Opiso as a committee chairman. So it was like hindi kasi nanalo si Tyron Opiso sa chairmanship ng 2016 CONCON. So it was the DSM ang nanalo, pero at some point parang si Tyron Opiso yung naging head or committee ng chairman. But we can discuss with that later. Andun yun, dinocument kung bakit ganun yung nangyari, no? Designated by Tyron Opiso as a committee chairman. So misinformed and led to the decision to designate Brad Tyron Opiso as a committee chairman, not knowing that the selected process as agreed upon still has to take place. Such action of Brad Tyron Opiso is a clear manifestation that he will do anything he can do to manipulate the system in order to get what he wants, which supports my belief. That's exactly what happened at the Himamat. Ito din yung something na pag-uusapan natin, yung Himamat sa second Himamat sa Samal on a separate video. My dear friend, my dear brother and sisters, I am an ordinary na blah blah blah. So that was the point of Pete Amumpon ngayon, no? So baba tayo, nag-reply naman si Tyron Opiso. So again, he was saying that mahaba po yung letter ni Tyron Opiso. Kung babasahin niyo, you can pause the video, basahin niyo, and then you can also, I will summarize it for you, sabi dito. Tyron Opiso gave his personal number, and also if you want, you can call me. So, sasummarize ko na lang sa inyo, no? Tyron Opiso thanked SM Pete for his financial support in his personal life and support for SUUL. Magkalapit tong dalawa to eh. So, personal financial problem, natulungan siya ni Pete. Hindi monopoly of the few and the SL if masettle sana ang issue to the SUUL will be benefit the most at hindi ang mga sariling interest. So it was hindi daw monopoly ang ginawa ni Opiso, no? Kung masettle lang sana ang issue ng SUUL, hindi naman siya ang makaka-benefit or sila, but it was the whole organization. Wala akong personal interest to the governance of SUUL. Ito sabi ni Opiso. Hindi manipulated ang founders when they signed the petition. Alam na nila ang issue, hindi misinformed. Andun si Rick Martires, andun si Waga, andun si Oraez. Si founder Rick Martires ang nag-preside ng meeting sa Mantikao, and shinare niya lahat. Ang alam niya, ang role namin is to tell the real situation. So parang may discussion and nakinig ang mga founders, no? Si founder Rick Martires ang nag-draft ng resolution, and many others contributed to perfection. So pag sinabing in-influence ko, posible yun. 33 chapters supported the resolution. So may angle na sinasabi na yung ibang chapters daw hindi nila alam ano yung pinipirmahan nila, basta pinapirma na lang daw sila. So it lead the fellowship team also to believe na mislead daw siguro yung ano niya. It was misled, no? So now I'm going to summarize 2013 with my personal view. And I will end on this, no? So, summary. 2015 was a bang, no? Makikita niyo na ang daming personal issues na nagsilabasan laban kay SM, even involving his wife and the National Council. Officers questioning his decision, no? Hati na kasi talaga yung National Council from time to time sa decision niya. Also, si Flor ay naging complacent at nagtampo but later on wanted to continue his chairmanship. Remember, nasa Bohol siya during the himamat sa Samal. May mga conditions doon hindi niya alam, no? So merong mga technical issues like hindi nakakomply yung financial statement, may utang pa daw yung Davao City and blah blah blah, o hindi nakapagsabit ng letter of willingness. Ang Davao host, but I also believe na pwede sanang gawan ng paraan of which the SM failed to do so. Was later blamed by Flor na instead tumulong ka na lang sana. Pwede pa magawa ng paraan yon. Pero again, nahaluan na ng personal comments, nasaktan si SM. At saka ito talaga, naging firm siya sa decision niya. Back up ba ng Constitution, no? As a former manager, naging manager po tayo for a long time. One of the biggest company in the Philippines. I always say this to my team, no? This is my mantra, motto. Every meeting, team huddles namin with the supervisors, I always remind them, trust but verify. I trust you but I have to verify it. Inspect what you expect. I expect this, I always inspect. Never rely, always ensure. Hindi ako talaga magre-rely sa iyo but I always make sure talaga. Always over-communicate, no? So ang nangyari dito, i-apply natin sa ginawa ni Pete, no? Nakita ko, diniscuss ko po sa inyo yung strength and weaknesses ng isang leader, no? Si Pete, magaling siya sa but may problema siya, authoritative wise siya. So SM Pete has every vantage of pointing. SM Pete has every vantage point. Pwede sana niyang i-pick up yung cellphone niya at tawagan niya si Flor from time to time para ma-resolve yung issue, para maka-clarify yung misunderstanding, para immediately mag-guide niya anong problema, bakit hindi pa kayo nakasubmit, baka malipat yung so ganun. After all, ganyan dapat ang isang leader, di ba? You should over-communicate to your team. You should trust, never rely, always ensure, inspect what you inspect, trust but verify, no? But that didn't happen. Other than that, his judgment might have been affected by his personal attacks, causing him to hold on to his firm decision and hold on to the technical issues. So kasi na personal na siya, yung judgment niya might have clouded by the personal attack. Saka nag-hold na lang siya sa technical reasons as his ground for changing the So we didn't see any room for forgiveness. Hindi natin nakita yung maging humble. Kasi andun yun sa pag-start ng leadership niya. Humility should be there. Pagiging humble should be there. Balikan niyo yung video number 1. Minention na lahat nito. So we didn't see any room for forgiveness nor any room for chance or consideration by founder's petition. He knew that his decision will lead to the division of SUUL. Remember that gusto niyang ilipat because of the maganda yung intention ni Pete. Maganda yung niya sa organization. Doon siya bumagsak sa conflict management, bagsak siya doon. Pagdating, binabypass niya yung process, yung National Council o yung Royal Court, hindi nagampanan ng maayos. As the says, he should have guided them correctly. Magaling siya Magaling siya mag-documents, magaling siya. Pero kung nakita niya parang hindi gumalaw, nakaliwali ako na lang yung parang ganon. Which is, kung may organization or process tayo, hindi dapat na bypass. Causing the people na naging kalaban niya raises their eyebrow and questioning his decision, no? So, hindi na din niya nabigyan yung chance. Ang mga founders, gustong sa Davao, motion to quash. So, bakit mo pa i-change sa Davao ang venue, sa CMU, kung, di ba ang pinaka-goal mo is to unite the founders? Kung ayaw nila doon, gusto nila support the Davao, ibalik sa Davao. So, ito nangyari, they didn't no chance was given. Yun nga, I mentioned that baka nasaktan na siya ng grabe, no? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of 2015. Nakita natin kung ano-ano po yung mga reason kung bakit nagka-problema na. Actually, from here, you can grasp the understanding kung bakit tayo nagka-divided. By now, you should have a proper understanding who are the people involved. From the beginning, nakita natin SM Pete versus Eric Sayon, SM Pete versus Rene. Olfan, pag-terminate, na-technical siya doon kasi hindi pala Olfan, so walang proper investigation. Jonathan versus SM Pete. SM versus DonDonGomez, SM versus sino pa ba yun? Flor Bondok, SM versus Davao Team, Davao Region, SM versus Tyrone Opiso, Ronel, and some of the NC. So nakita natin dito kung nagkasanga-sanga na yung problema at nagkampo-kampo na. So, here you will already understand at least 40 to 50%, 60% ang ugat ng issue. The rest, kung makita mo 2016 highlights, dito na natin makita yung Constitutional Convention, Davao City, nag-convention din ng CMU ng kanila, Tyrone's wife versus SM, nagkasagutan, and controversy of selecting the 13th committee chairman kay Tyrone, SM versus Tyrone Officer related to the disrespectful post and death. So, this ends our 2015 year, episode number 7. I apologize kung naging mataas. I hope this has been informative enough sa inyo. And whatever position nyo ngayon, nasa brotherhood, fellowship man kayo, or late kayong nag-join sa organization, always remember na be it marked or remembered in history that this is ang pulot-dulo ng problema sa organization. So dito nag-end ang presentation ng 2015. We will go on with 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So here, maintindihan nyo na, no? Maraming salamat and thank you for tuning in.